Okay, we're going to talk about 2-point today, and before, I think your experience with perspective before might have just been drawing shapes. So if you could just take a look at this, typically, you might have had an experience where you were drawing shapes, and you may have put a vanishing point somewhere on that horizon or eye level line. With 1-point perspective, all you have to do is start with a full side, all right? A whole face that we're looking at. And this is probably what you did maybe in your middle school experience, I'm hoping, is brought the edges of that full side or that shape to the vanishing point with your converging or receding lines. We don't bring these because they cross the shape, so therefore we leave them. And then to finish the shape, you were bringing in probably lines that were parallel to what was above. And anything that was above our eye level line, we would obviously see the underside and one side. Anything that was below our eye level line, we'd see the top side or a side. And anything that was on our eye level line, then we only see a side. We don't see top or below. Right? So that's kind of a basic review. When we're doing a 2-point, I want to make the distinct difference that if I have a 2-point like we set up with a vanishing point left and a vanishing point right, what we cannot do today is we cannot start with a full face. Because if we're trying to bring that to the 2 points, all of a sudden we're like, well, that's not a box anymore. This is something, this is like an octagon or some other geometric shape. So the reason I do this is just to illustrate the importance of when you're doing 2-point, you're always going to start with just an edge, just a line. Okay? And then you're going to bring that segment, the edges of that segment, to either point. So vanishing point right, vanishing point left, and then we're going to do our parallel lines again, and you determine where those go. I mean, I could put it out here if I want my box to be wider. I could put it here. It depends on your reference and what you're drawing from. That's how you determine how big to do that. And then we're going to work to the opposing vanishing points to form the top of that box. And because it's below our eye level line, we're seeing 2 sides. And the top, obviously, you can see what would happen on the others. It'd be similar to what we had before. So when we get into this bad boy, where is the closest edge, the closest segment? Anybody? What do you think? Lucas.
Big white box.
He's looking at me like, hey, you can call me, man. I got you. Yeah, right here, the big white box. I mean, this edge right here, that is going to be the segment that we start with today. Okay? So always start with your closest edge. So there's a lot of edges in here. Can you take a look at these? There's one here, there's one here, there's one here. We're going to actually be utilizing all of those edges, but we're going to start with this lead guy today first. Okay?